Hello, my wonderful friends. I just got off of work and that's why I look like this. But I couldn't wait to show you guys what I got today because it's really, really exciting. I was at the thrift store on the clock while I was with my client. I came across these two dolls, and at this thrift store in particular, all the large dolls are 99 cents. So I've gotten lucky with a Bitty Baby there before. I'd never found an American Girl doll there until today, and I got two. So these girls, they're not in the best condition, but we have Blair, who is the Girl of the Year 2019, and she obviously needs some cleaning up, but her limbs aren't too bad. They're a little bit loose, but she's pretty clean. She still has her meat style in, so that's exciting. She just needs a little bit of fixing of her hair and like a magic eraser, and I think she's honestly in like really nice condition. And then the other girl, I think it's Elizabeth. I don't know for sure, but her hair is a disaster. You guys tell me what you think. I think she's Elizabeth. She's really pretty, and I love fixer-upper projects, so I'm really, really excited. Oh my gosh, look at, she's got like this gunk on her ears. Her hair is like a dreadlock, but she's got a Pleasant Company stamp, and I don't think it'll take too much to get her looking pretty nice again. So, I mean, for $1, it's unbeatable. But yeah, I just couldn't wait to show you guys. So I'm excited to fix these girlies up and list them for sale and share the journey with you all. Okay, so this was her at the thrift store when I got her, and she did not look much better in the house. Once I took her hair out, it was really like, I don't know, it was like sticking straight out. So I take her over to the sink and I get started on washing and detangling. So I'm just getting it saturated with some cold water. And then I start shampooing. And I'm just being really, really gentle, like really just squishing it through, trying not to pull at the hair at all, and getting it nice and lathered because she was so dirty. And then while I have the shampoo in there, I kind of use that slip of the shampoo to start detangling her hair with my hands. Then I rinse her off, and of course I'm being careful not to get the eyes wet. And I just rinse out that shampoo thoroughly, add some conditioner, and I just apply that all throughout her hair, and then I start trying to go through really small sections and detangling with my fingers with the conditioner. And I kind of used a lot for her just for the detangling aspect, but it all does rinse out very well, and I've never had an issue with residue in my doll's hair from conditioner. So yeah, I just spent a while, I just spent a long time kind of finger detangling and working with that conditioner. And then I let the conditioner soak on her hair for like 20-30 minutes, and I kept coming over to kind of re-wet it. It was drying out really quick, so I just added some more water and a little bit more conditioner. So now I'm going back through to get some real detangling done. So I'm really just picking apart piece by piece with my fingers and starting to work out those tangles. I feel like having really curly hair and like dealing with crazy knots in my hair my entire life has really given me the skills to be able to manage really bad doll hair like this. I really just did what I would do to my own hair if I had a really bad knot. Taking each little section and detangling, 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 and then if I feel a little snag, I'm just pulling it apart a little bit at a time. Her wig is already very thin, so I'm just trying to minimize the shedding and the breakage as much as possible. Then once I got the big tangles out, I'm going in with a wide tooth comb. This is a lot gentler than going in with your regular bristle brush. So I'm just working through the hair and waiting till I feel a snag, gently combing it out, and doing this in really, really small sections. I found that this worked really well to get the tangles out. And as you can see, as I'm working through the hair, it is starting to comb out easier and easier as I go. But this whole process of detangling her hair probably in total did take like over 2 hours. Yeah, just with the soaking in the conditioner and the detangling. The detangling alone probably took me like 45 minutes to an hour. And the key with this is to just be really, really patient. So, you know, put on a show in the background. I had my friend nearby. We were just chatting and watching a show. So, yeah, you really want to be able to put in the time for this. And now you can see that it is combing through nice and easy. It's looking a lot better. So at this point, it's looking pretty smooth and tangle-free. And I'm just showing you guys here that that's how much fallout we had from that whole detangle. So if you're really patient with this and just work in small sections and you're really, really gentle, you can preserve that wig. So now it's time for her to have a good rinse. And this is really important that you rinse it all out. Like I was talking about, you don't want any residue, especially in the wig cap. And I did use a lot of conditioner to get those tangles out. So I spent probably 5 or so minutes just making sure that that was all really, really rinsed out. And then you can see that we can basically comb through her hair. So this is me drying it for the first time, and it's looking really good compared to what it was. It's very frizzy at the ends and very dry, but at least it is not so matted. So now I'm going in with your regular wire American Girl brush, and I'm just brushing through it. And you can see how easy this brush is going through it now that I've pre-detangled. So I think that that made a huge difference in this process. So this was her after brushing, and I decided to just trim off some of those like really straggly stretched ends. I'm literally just dusting it. I'm not cutting any length off of her hair. I don't want to cut the wig in any way. I just want to get rid of those little fuzzy bits because they're not helping anyone. And I'm using a pair of actual hair scissors that are nice and sharp. So no craft scissors on doll hair, please. So this is her after her hair has been all washed and detangled and trimmed. So now we're doing a hot water dunk. I just heated up a pot of water on the stove and let it cool down for a little bit. And then I'm dunking her in for like 5 to 10 second intervals. You lift her out, you let the hair cool down just a little bit for like 20-30 seconds, and then dunk her back in. And I tried to get all the way up to like her hairline because those little hairs on top were super frizzy. So yeah, this was a really intense boil wash, honestly, but I figured I couldn't really make her hair any worse than it was. So I just kind of experimented with her. And I guess what this does is kind of like melts the hair together to make it smooth again. So I just dunked her and dunked her and dunked her. So then I'm drying her hair again and then bringing her back over to brush it all through again. And if you look closely, you can see her wig cap and she's like kind of balding. And you see those ends are just pretty much unfixable. Like she really needs a new wig. And then I let her hang on my plant shelf to dry. I like letting them dry from this angle so that their hair has a lot of volume when it's done. Once her hair was dry and I saw the condition of it, I decided to put her in some jumbo perm rods, and this is how they came out after sitting in there for like a week. I think it came out really pretty and put that wave back in her hair. And then these were also her limbs before, so I did go ahead and restring those. And then this is what she looked like afterward, nice and tight. Okay, so I'm here several weeks later with Miss Elizabeth. She's looking so much better. And you can see her hair is completely tangle free. This is her hair like 2 days after I took out the curlers and just let it relax and brushed it out. But it looks good to me. You can see it's still pretty dry and frizzy. Whoever buys this girly, I'm gonna be transparent and let them know that she probably does need a new wig if you wanted her to be like pristine. But she looks great. And I've given her these little earrings, and then her limbs are nice and tight now. So she's pretty much good as new. It looks like her toe got chewed on by a dog or something, but there's nothing I can do about that or about like the marker stains on her, which is just a little bit back here. But yeah, I think she's looking great. The main thing I wanted to fix was her hair, and I think I accomplished that pretty well. So this will be part 1 in this series. In the next episode, I'm gonna go ahead and fix up Blair, and I'll show you guys that process. If you guys want to see the restringing process, let me know. I did film that for my Samantha video, but I was kind of sick when I did the voiceovers, so I feel like I sound weird. But yeah, if you guys are really desperate to see that, it's on there, but I can totally make a new one. But yeah, so here's our dollar Elizabeth. I don't know if she'll be up for sale by the time I post this video, but she's ready to go to a new loving home. So thanks for tuning in today. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when I upload. If you haven't yet followed me on Instagram, it's at Dolltime with Kayla. I posted some cutie little pics of her on there. Happy to have you here. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.